again in Indiana, one of my favorite venues in the entire NBA. Basketball knowledgeable crowd. The Hoosier State loves its hoops, and the Warriors need a road win, and unfortunately need to keep Indiana winless. That's the goal tonight. Against the Clippers, lost to Milwaukee. They can be 3-1 this week. They can fly home with a 5-2 record, which would be a great beginning to the season. So Quentin Jackson, 3 years at Texas A&M. He was undrafted in 2022. And the man who's been struggling more than anyone, Aaron, you see, buries a three to begin the game.
Well, he shot 43% from three-point range last season. He's a cold-blooded sniper. He's just struggled. You don't want him to break out as you get. He just talked about the importance of taking care of the ball as they turn over right now.
Jarace Walker threw it away, and Kuminga with a two-hand hammer. Didn't we say play with force at the beginning of the game? That's the kind of play.
He just forced Neesmith in the basket.
Quentin Jackson and that three. Jarace Walker coming off a career high. Siakam, the early rim run by Butler. A ricochet out back to Jimmy. Running with Kuminga. And right there, Kay, you said Kuminga's pace.
One defender with him just made it easy for Jimmy Butler.
Play after play for Jonathan Kuminga. Neesmith has lasered in 2-3.
He was at Vanderbilt and came to the league saying, "I'm a cold-blooded sniper. Trust me."
Jimmy Butler putting it up and in, and he will draw the foul.
But how scary is it for opponents when Jimmy Butler and Kuminga are starting to work together? Oh my goodness.
Quentin Jackson went into Draymond. You got to be able to play a little bit of defense. Tony Bradley getting some playing time at the pivot. Steph Curry bottoming a three. Shot clock down to 9. You always put size on Steph. He gets around Mathurin to lay it up and in. That's how you contest a three. Don't land on someone. Don't foul them.
You'll live with that shot.
Steph Curry fouled shooting a three. And an opportunity for a 4-point play.
And that's one thing. Indiana will kind of rush you. You get tempted to play their tempo, their fast pace.
And look who's got the change of pace. Jonathan.
Pretty good playmaker as well.
I'd say privy to it. You need to be aware as well, just in case people are like, privy? Let me look that up.
In case someone went to Notre Dame and didn't learn that
next year.
Just got to work on those moving screens. That was a back screen that Buddy Hield was throwing at him.
Siakam instant replay, and he's got send multiple bodies. See if someone else in a blue jersey can make a shot.
And it's tough to do that in his zone. Now I think you're back in man.
And Murphy. Buddy rejected the screen. Kick it back out to Moody for a three, and Moses bottoms a triple. It's a defense. Siakam down to 4. Siakam trying to get downhill. Siakam putting it up and put it in and drew the foul.
Shot. He is sneaky long. Kind of surprises some people.
Pascal's got 8 of the last 10, making 10 of 12 now. Horford didn't want that three. Throws a hand grenade to Podziemski, who bails him out with a jumper.
Big blue blood schools. He went to New Mexico State.
Yeah, for 2 years.
He's made a big-time career for himself.
Draymond out of the corner. Neesmith coming over from the Celtics. Keep there. He's such a good player. Just felt for him the first 5 games. Buddy Hield dropping in a three. Kalena Warren.
He knew they would. They throw it right back to the roller.
Johnny Furphy will launch the three. Tells you. Rick Carlisle's an elite coach. His system works. That's been proven. Steph Curry rimming that in. Shooters roll for the three.
It's already too late.
Kuminga back out to Curry. Steph jumper there again. JK just through drive. Back out to Furphy for three. Rebound battle Siakam. Pascal Siakam says, I don't want any moving screens. I will work on Furphy. Kuminga will launch the three right through.
Wow. And then again, the defender is kind of on the wrong side. You usually throw it up and Megatron's going to come down with it.
Quentin Jackson. So you don't have a Butler unable to finish the other way. Neesmith, corner three, and he got it.
But you can tell the Pacers are definitely comfortable now.
Skip pass to Draymond. Again, feet set, and the straight. That was a big three. Quentin Jackson back out to Neesmith. Now he's hitting everything. Here he goes.
kind of reminds me of a Nick Claxton. He's got some back-to-the-basket game, too. A little shorter, I think.
Siakam, and you're going to have Steve use it. So Nesmith and Siakam have taken 24 shots. How many assists do you think they have in this game as Quentin Jackson bottoms the three? At the end of the year, it's going to be 6 pages. I'm just so happy that it's the same price for 5 years. Corner three, and a team that couldn't
step or avoid him. He's going to get you.
It takes a lot of courage to just keep getting run over like that. And running down the lane, Jonathan Kuminga.
He got through it. Jarris Walker's too big. He's not going to get left in that elevator.
Shot clock at 3. Podziemski with the step around. They switch aside to Kuminga. They're running things through JK right now. Gonna drive and hammer again. A young player, hey, you're guarding a generational Hall of Famer. And Steph deflected that after it was taken away. It won't matter. Quentin Jackson's got it done. Paint back out to Guy Santos. Ball moving nicely. Buddy to Guy Santos, moving without the ball. Hoffert knocking it back to Moody. Warriors looking for the stop and score. They got the stop. There's the score. Warriors' biggest lead 9. Pacers' biggest lead 6. Moody out to Guy Santos. And Guy bottoms the 3. 5. Butler on Siakam. Wheels around. Reverses it up and in. And draws the foul right at 0. What a play by Jimmy Butler. Yeah, remember, flagrant foul is unnecessary contact. And head and neck area issue as Quentin Post bottoms the 3. Shot clock at 7. Kuminga to beat the buzzer from the baseline. Guy Santos, give me that rebound, and he'll back it out for a new possession. Butler attacking, reversing it up and in.
Yeah, that's all Guy Santos with nothing to lose.
Sure.
No one really expects anything from the Pacers. They can just come out and freewheel it.
Butler to Kuminga, another dunk.
They're just not boxing him out well enough.
And Post missing that. Kuminga the rebound. Kuminga powering up, couldn't finish the layup. Quentin Post does. Draymond back in. Steph, hesitation. Down the lane. Draymond catch and shoot 3 is long and strong. And there's Guy Santos kicking it out to Curry for 3. Wait, it's 3 initially. Shot clock at 10. Nesmith show and go down the lane, putting it up and in. What a beautiful play there. Draymond and Al Horford. It's the group that beat Denver, but Butler threw it away. Quentin Jackson the steal and the little give and go to lay it up and in. To get Horford on a switch. Siakam's the guy they wanted. Siakam passed it up. Quentin Jackson at 3. Got it! Draymond to set the high screen. Steph on Quentin Jackson. Putting it up and in. That's just Curry's go-to. Siakam jumper for the lead. And a rebound by Jarris Walker. Quentin Jackson 3. Got it! Here's down a deuce with a minute left. Jimmy Butler to tuck it down and draw the foul. Jimmy ties it. That's the mismatch they wanted right there. Kuminga comes to help. Shot clock down to 5. Siakam from deep. And he got it. And Steve Kerr's going to use the timeout. Podziemski to inbound. Butler going to try to go quickly. Kuminga shoots a 3 off the heel of the rim. 5-second game and shot clock difference. You don't need to foul. Indiana going to try to use a lot of the clock. Quentin Jackson fell down, but he'll get it back. Shot clock at 5, only 10 seconds left of the game. Jackson driving now. Ball game. Well, they've taken this game away from the Warriors. Curry misses the 3, and the Pacers have their first win of the season. And for whatever reason, they own the Warriors. 9 of the last 12. Rick Carlisle's 12